Hey everybody, Jackrabbit here. Today we're going to be working on this Assa 700. Lady Locks was nice enough to send this over to me to pick, so we will do our best here, try to get it open. And here we go. So I've been told this has 4 trees in it. Here's binding. Right. Nothing on 4. 5 is binding. All right, I think we're at least somewhat in there. Click on 7, and we are in a falset. So now let's work on the trees. So I think they're in 1, 2, 4, and 6 based on. Okay. Click out on 1. Go to 2. All right, 4 is binding. Click out of 4. Let's check 6. I'll have to float back for 6 here. All right, let's go back to the beginning here and check them again. All right, got another click out of 1. 2, I think, wants to click. 2 is open, and we got it open. That is a black belt Assa 700. Easy peasy, right? Super easy. All right, let me bring this down to gut it. Okay. You can see we're open. All right, lock it back up. Toss the key back in. Working key. All right, let me get the gunning tools. And grab a shim since this is not my lock and I do not want to mess it up. Let's start by taking this back piece off. All right. You know, I swear, gutting is the hardest part for these black belt videos because I really don't want to mess it up. So let's get the key in there. We'll start getting the shim in. Right. Let me try to zoom in a little bit. All right, I think that's good. We'll keep it there. This is not grubbed, so I want to be very careful. Okay. There's the core. Let's try to take these out one at a time here. We'll start with pin 7. Maybe not. Struggling to grab it, so I think we're going to go through the old standard key pin dropping. All right, so just to triple check, we'll get nice and close so you can see all of the key pins are flush. Okay. And then we will dump them out one at a time here. Maybe we'll do this. All right, so that's one. Let's do this. It's number two. Ooh, I almost left the frame. Let's go back to the standard way of doing this so I don't lose the framing. There we go. It's 3, 4. That was 5. That over to 5. That was 6. That's 7. Put these back around the way they should be. All right, before anything else, I want to look at the core here. So you can see visually 1, 2, 4, and 6 have undercuts. And then there's nothing on 3 there. Other side. Okay. All right, so that is the core. Now, let's get to the scary part here. And let me pull this shim out. Let me grab it here. That is real tight. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. So we'll start with the front of the lock. You can see there's pin 1 is the tree. Take that out. Dump the spring. All right. 2. It's tree. Let me grab the spring. All right, let's go to 3. This should be a taper. There you go. Grab that. I'll do one more from this side and then swap. And you can see 4 is the tree. Losing springs everywhere. There you go. All right, now we'll swap to the back of the lock. There's number 7. That is a taper. Just trying to be very careful so you can see it. We'll go on to number 6. That is a tree. I'll grab that spring there. Yeah. All right, and last but not least, this should be a taper in 5. You can see it kind of fell over there, but that is in 5. And we'll just grab the spring out for good measure. And that is the Assa 700 black belt. Zoom in a little bit more. We'll go down a little bit here. Actually, let's, there we go, preset 3. There you go. So that is the Assa 700. You can see we've got mushroom pins in 1, 2, 4, and 6, and 7. And then we have trees 1, 2, 4, and 6. And then tapers in 3, 5, and 7. And once more for good measure, we'll just show the core again. You can see that. We'll turn it around. And there you go. Thank you, Lady Locks, for sending this over. That is my second black belt video. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys at the next one.